This is another recipe for those who love one pot meals. I'm going to show you how to cook enoki mushrooms and chicken pie. For this recipe I'm using 1 packet enoki mushrooms. This is available in Asian shops if you're overseas. Salt, pepper, pinch of paprika and half a teaspoon of stock powder. Always salt and pepper and paprika to your taste. Few cloves of garlic and some parsley, 2 red chilies and half a bunch of green onions, half a cup of flour, about a cup of sour cream or yogurt or even curd, quarter a cup of cheese, and I boiled 1 chicken breast. If you are a vegetarian, you can omit this completely, and if you don't want to consume eggs, you can add more flour in this. And I'm using a pinch of bicarbonate of soda with a teaspoon of baking powder. So let's start. So simple and easy to do. First, break the eggs into a bowl. And into the eggs add the sour cream, yogurt or curd. I'm adding about 3 full tablespoons. Into that add the spices and whisk. Now chop the spring onions and the parsley. Add in chilies, and crush the garlic into it. Chop the garlic finely. Now let's cut the chicken. Because this is cooked, you can cut it into large chunks. Now the enoki mushrooms. Open. I have done another recipe how to cook enoki mushrooms, and I will write the link in the description box below. These are really nice mushrooms. I'm going to take this part out, separate them. After, put it into a strainer and wash it thoroughly. You don't need to wash the mushrooms if it says that don't need to wash, but if you are not sure, need to wash it. After, mix the chicken and make sure that you don't break the chicken. So after, add the enoki mushrooms. Make sure if you wash, you need to squeeze out the water, if not it will be so runny. Now mix. This is a really nice meal that you can do for breakfast or even for dinner or lunch. And if you are following a diet like keto diet, don't add the flour, add more eggs and some cheese. Into this, going to add the flour, about half a cup. Add about 1/8 of a teaspoon baking soda. Don't add too much. So a teaspoon of baking powder. I want that to lift a little bit. Get a pie dish or any baking tray that you have and spray, or you can oil. Add the mixture. When you add chicken, because we cut the chicken larger, make sure that it goes everywhere. After, spread it evenly. Cook this about 15 minutes in the oven before adding the cheese on top. So I'm going to put this in the oven 180 Celsius about 20 minutes. After baking 20 minutes, put the cheese on top and bake until it's golden brown. It will take another 10 to 15 minutes. I just took the enoki mushroom and chicken pie out from the oven, and this is how it looks like. When you work with eggs, you need to leave it to rest a bit so it sets. So I'm going to leave it to cool down, and I'll cut it and show you how it looks like.